Coming up on the Sports Desk, to the football finals we go with South and North. We are all over these games. Every football team needs cheerleaders. We're taking you behind the scenes with the Warriors Cheer Squad. We join the Lady Saxons on the hardwood as they prep for the season ahead. Girls tennis may be over in our high schools, but the South Bay Tennis Center is in full swing. And last but not least, it's stand-up paddleboarding time. Yes, I am on the board bringing you dolphins and sea lions, courtesy of Olympus Board Shop. We've got the who, what, where, when, why, and how. Let's get things started right now. Hey guys, welcome to the Sports Desk, your one source for all things Torrance sports. I am your host, Lesley Robins, bringing you a gateway to the brightest sports stars and hottest sports spots in Torrance. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And before we get to the good stuff on the show, we want to hear from you. Here are the social media stats. I'm at Leslie Mia. The show is at the Sports Desk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Tell us what's going on and what we need to know, because when it comes down to it, this show is all about you. Now let's get you in the know with some numbers. Both our Spartans and Saxons football teams fought all the way to the CIF Southern Section Finals. What a ride. Justin Thompson has all the highlights.
Thanks, Leslie. Well, the stage was set for an incredible CIF final here at South High, and the teams did not disappoint. The Spartans hosting St Pius Matthias Academy. These two teams played earlier in the year, and St Pius won in the last minute on a 2-point conversion. This game was a nail-biter as well, but South came out on top this time, and they are your CIF champs. An action-packed game between the Spartans and the Warriors. St Pius marching down the field on their first possession before Carson Hollinsworth ends the drive with this interception halfway through the first quarter to give the ball to the Spartans offense. 4th and 3 at midfield, and South going for it. Drew Nash keeping it himself to pick up the first down and a little extra to keep the drive alive. And that drive ended up in the end zone, with Cade Barger punching it in from a yard out to give the Spartans the lead, 6-0 after the missed extra point. On to the second quarter, St Pius with a rushing touchdown of their own, 7-6 Warriors. But South would respond. With 35 seconds left in the half, Cade Barger with another touchdown to put the Spartans back on top, 13-7 at the half. The Warriors with a sneaky onside kick to start the third quarter, catching the Spartans off guard and recovering the kick to set up their offense with great starting field position. And the offense would cash it in a few plays later on this touchdown that gave St Pius a 1-point lead. Ball back to the Spartans, and they're going for it on 4th down, but they don't get it this time, giving the ball back to the Warriors, who would score another touchdown, this time through the air. Their QB hanging in there and delivering a shot to the end zone to extend the Warriors' lead to 7. At this point, the crowd was starting to get a little antsy, but Cade Barger rips off a monster run. He was getting into the end zone one way or another. Make it 3 touchdowns on the day for Cade, and he wasn't done yet. So on to the fourth quarter we go, with the Spartans trailing by 1, and Drew Nash finds, guess who? Yup, you got it, Cade Barger again for his 4th touchdown of the day. Unbelievable performance from Cade, delivering what would end up being the game-winning touchdown for South High.
I couldn't do it without my line. The line did everything. They gave Drew time to throw. They gave us holes to run through, and we owe everything to that line in this game.
St. Pius would get one more shot at it with less than a minute left, driving down the field, but they can't convert on 4th down. The Spartans' defense stands strong to hand the Warriors their first loss of the year. A truly remarkable performance from South High, capturing the school's first ever CIF football title on a night that will not soon be forgotten. Coach Mishler, what an amazing game here tonight. Plenty of confetti and happiness to go around. How does it feel? First CIF title in school history.
It's hard to put into words, to be honest with you. It's like, the game just ended, but it's hard to believe. It's like when I was a young man, I went and saw the one that West won in '82. I actually went and my aunt and uncle took me. And so I remember watching that game, and I just remember how great it was to watch that happen. And then just to be the next team to be able to do it since then, it's hard to put into words, to be honest. Yeah, it really is.
It's amazing. I don't really know how to put it into words, but it's just this whole journey with my teammates and my coaches, everyone. It just shows you that hard work pays off.
From one Torrance team to another, North High not as fortunate in their finals matchup. The weather played a huge factor in this one. With heavy snow in Palmdale, the Bulldogs players and fans had to spend 2 days shoveling the field to have it ready for the game. Probably goes without saying, but North is not accustomed to playing in the snow, and the result was an ugly game. The lone offensive touchdown coming courtesy of Stephen Bradford, who Highland did their best to shut down, but as our viewers know, you can't stop Bradford, you can only hope to contain him. And the Bulldogs did that effectively enough to get the win, 24-12 the final score in this one, and Highland gets their CIF ring after a painful loss in last year's final. And for North, it was CIF semis last year, the finals this year. Perhaps next year will be the one where North captures that ever-elusive CIF title.
Speaking of North High, Justin was also with the Lady Saxons basketball team for a recent practice and got a behind-the-scenes look at the squad.
Thanks, Lesley. I'm here at North High School to check in on the girls basketball team. Coming off of a season where they made the second round of CIF, the team has their sights set even higher this year. And if their work at practice is any indication, I think they're in a good position to reach those goals. And the group was able to pick up right where they left off last year, having only graduated one senior.
Well, we have 12 returners this year, so that's good, lots of experience, and then we don't have to keep repeating stuff, so we can just keep building, getting better.
When we visited the team, they were hard at work preparing for their first tournament of the season that tips off over Thanksgiving break.
We're feeling good, first tournament, kind of nervous last year, but we're really excited, and hopefully we can win like we did last year and start off the season on a good note. As a team, we really respect Coach Lauren. She's been through a lot, she's very decorated, and we know that she's the best of the best, so if we follow what she says, then we know that we're destined for greatness.
And for Coach Lauren, who is also the school's athletic director, while she loves winning, she also wants her impact to be felt beyond the basketball court.
Honestly, for us, I truly just tell the kids I want them to be better people. And a lot of things that go on at practice, there's a lot of relationship between basketball and life lessons that are going to help them down the road. And for me, I guess I get the satisfaction knowing that when our kids leave, they're truly prepared for adventures in life to come for them.
A powerful message from the team's leader, and one that has resonated with her senior point guard.
She's always been pushing me to be that leader for the team, so I've been getting out of my comfort zone, and I think getting out of my comfort zone has made a new me, and being a leader has taught me a lot.
North will need all of their players to embrace that mindset over the course of the season as they try to capture another CIF title like they did in 2015, the first girls basketball team to win CIF in school history.
Okay, coming up, I am stand-up paddleboarding and dolphin spotting, all courtesy of Torrance's own Olympus Board Shop. And later, grab your pom-poms, we're going behind the scenes with the West High Cheerleaders. Plus, it's tennis time all the time at this local spot. Stay tuned.
These are the moments that bring us to our feet. The 15 seconds of fame, the foul ball. But the most important moment happens when we all stand together. Stand up with us.
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. If you live in the South Bay, you've no doubt seen or even tried stand-up paddleboarding. Well, yours truly embraced the sport with the help of Torrance's Olympus Board Shop. Take a look. Hey guys, I am back at Olympus Board Shop, Torrance's hub for all things snow gear, snowboards, and yes, paddleboards. To my right, the owner, Jeremy Godokis. Now Jeremy, last time I was here, you put me head to toe in snow gear, gave me a snowboard, went up to Mountain High, tested it out, good stuff.
Killed it, yeah.
Well, now I'm here for the other sport you guys offer. Tell me all about it.
While snowboarding is still a big part of our business, once the things heat up and the snow melts, We got to get people on the water. Back in 2006, I was introduced by some good friends to the sport of stand-up paddleboarding, also called the SUP. As I got better at it, I thought, I should probably bring some in the store, and I thought maybe people will like it. Maybe people will embrace this sport. Maybe not, I don't know, the boards are big. I don't know, we'll see. People are scared of the ocean. And 2007, I brought 2 boards in. By 2008, we had about 15 boards in. Obviously, things evolved. Now we have a couple hundred boards. The sport became the fastest growing sport, not just water sport, but the fastest growing sport, even faster than snowboarding in the world. So we ended up being the first shop in the South Bay and one of the first shops in California to actually introduce stand-up paddleboarding to the community. Started offering rentals, and then people said, well, how do I do it? And I said, I don't know, you just get on, you stand on it. That's what I did. But then you don't realize that people are like, I can't just go out there and do it. Kind of developed a system to teach people. And so the next thing you know, the paddleboarding rentals and lessons became pretty much as big as our winter business. It's been a wild ride to watch a sport grow this fast and see such a wide variety of different people embrace it. We have everyone from 5-year-old kids to grandmas and grandpas coming in saying, hey, I really want to try this stand-up paddleboarding. It's not just the different age groups that want to do it, but the sport basically started off as like, hey, you know, let's just take a surfboard, make it really big, and get a long paddle and go cruise around and see what happens. But then it evolved into basically that recreational side of it is still probably the strongest side of it, but it also evolved into there's people that race boards now.
You have anchors and reporters who are gonna stand up paddleboard in the South Bay.
Yes.
Yeah. So I come into the shop, walk me through. A customer comes in, wants to do stand-up paddleboarding.
A lot of people come in just inquiring about it still. The sport's been around for a while now, but you still have people that are still just kind of getting into it. So basically, it's all about having the right equipment. You always want to start off with a really big, super easy, super stable board.
Last time I was here, this whole wall was covered with snowboards. Now we have the big, stable boards on the wall.
These boards here, this board's 12.6, and some of the smaller boards down below are 9.6. The boards that we do the long distance racing on are 14 feet long. They don't fit in here. That's why they're not in the store. The boards that we teach the lessons on and the boards that we rent out are generally designed to accommodate up to like 250 pounds. You know, some of the boards are a little bit bigger. Basically, the way we operate, because our store is right here on Torrance Boulevard, the beach is a mile away. So if a customer, whether they come in the store or whether they call on the phone to request a rental, we will basically ask them a few simple questions. If they've done it before, their height, their weight. I mean, we have some customers that say, hey, I've been out before, but I want to bring my dog or I want to bring my kid. I mean, when I go out paddleboarding, unless I'm doing racing or unless I'm riding waves, the dog is always with me.
So you had said you deliver to the beach, so a person doesn't have to come to the store and haul it in their car, haul it down to the beach, because that would kind of turn anybody off of the sport. Yeah.
We make it really easy for them because they can just come by or they can call in. We have a reservation hotline, so they can just call it in. You can pay over the phone or via a PayPal link, and we send them a confirmation, and wherever they want us to meet them is where we'll meet them. We drop the board off, and then we pick it up when they're done. We supply them with dry bags so they can take their cell phones out there. The paddles that we use are adjustable. So unless someone is just way beyond like 6 feet tall, most of our adjustable paddles will fit up to about 6 feet. We supply everybody with a life jacket. It's a requirement of the Coast Guard that every person on a paddleboard is wearing a life jacket. We keep our prices very low. So our basic rental package is just $25. And that includes the board and the paddle and the life jacket, and it includes delivery and pickup as well. So it's pretty ridiculously inexpensive.
That's cheaper than an extra large pizza or something.
It is. Man, I never thought of that before.
That's really inexpensive for such a good time.
Yeah, it really is.
Wow.
It really is, yeah.
Paddle, board, we need a wetsuit.
Oh yeah, gotta have a wetsuit. And we'll make sure we bring the one that's shark repellent. Morning, aloha! Welcome to our wonderful launch spot.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. I am ready to do part 2 of this paddleboarding.
I love it. Yeah,
extravaganza.
This is where it all starts, right here on the water. This is our lovely little dock that we have gives us access to. So we can start here, and then it gives us
access to everything you see and beyond.
Now, one thing about the water. Any sharks today? Have you spotted any sharks?
No sharks. No sharks spotted today. Yesterday, I don't know, but today we're in the clear. What we will see is our local sea lion population. This is kind of the neutral zone.
Good.
This is where the circle of life happens and everyone plays friendly together.
Good. Well, let's play with the board. Show me what we're doing today.
Yeah. All right. So the boards that we have here are very high volume, very stable. They're designed to accommodate any level of paddler, and whether you're a beginner that's got really good balance, or whether you've never paddled before and your balance maybe isn't your strong point, these boards are designed to be comfortable and be stable for even a total novice. So one of the most important things about being on a paddleboard right off the get-go is knowing where the sweet spot is. And I call it the sweet spot because it's the spot that will keep you on your feet and it'll keep you dry. This board has an area that's pretty forgiving because of its size, because of how stable it is. The sweet spot's pretty wide. But the handle is going to be your telltale. The handle is going to be the spot where you want to basically use as a point of reference throughout the time that you're paddling. Your feet should always be either side of the handle. If you're struggling for balance, nice and wide. If you've got really good balance, you can stand with your feet really close together. But you want to have your arches lined up with this area. Moving on to the paddle. So first thing I'll do is we're going to adjust out the length. So whenever we set someone up, we want to set it. We try to stretch them out really long. Right. So we're going to stretch way out. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is take that from you. I want you to stretch. Big stretch. Stretch. We're going to go all the way up, just past the knuckles. And that's where we're going to start you. And then the way the paddle works is the blade faces away from you. The face of the blade faces away from you.
Okay.
So if you look at it, it's actually got a little bit of an angle to it. Okay. And that angle is designed so that when you initiate your stroke here, and then you open up, as soon as you open up, you can see the blade is in a vertical position. Yeah. So that means it's going to be pushing the water directly behind me, and that's going to push me forward. Drop, lean, punch, and pull. Right, and then one more time, drop, lean, punch, and pull. You're going to be starting on a kneeling position.
Okay.
All right, knees either side of the handle, and then when you're ready to pop up, put the paddle right there in front of you. Hands go down, curl the toes under, butt goes up, a little yoga style.
Yeah.
And then just shuffle those feet up to that handle right there. And then the first thing you want to do once your heels are planted is look ahead, get your eyes on something off in the distance because it'll help you with your balance.
Got it.
And then you immediately start nice, long, steady strokes.
Sounds good.
What do you think?
Dude,
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to do it.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to do this.
All right, let's go check out the sharks. You ready to do this?
I am ready.
All right, we're ready to get on the water now. Now paddle pass to the right side. All right, looking good. Gotcha.
Wow!
Good job. So what do you think of our secret little spot here in the South Bay?
This is incredible. And, might I add, sea lions, dolphins, but no sharks.
No sightings.
Such good times. Okay, coming up, we are behind the spunky scenes with the Warriors cheerleaders, plus it's game, set, match all the time at the South Bay Tennis Center. Stay tuned.
I've given a lot of thought to this, and I'm here to announce my retirement from sports. Soccer, tennis, volleyball, I've taken my game as far as it can go. The pressure it takes to play at 9 is not what I expected when I started at 5. I'm done with parents picking apart my every move when I just need time to figure it out on my own. I'm through with the coaches that think I'm not strong enough or smart enough, even though my body and brain are still growing. I'll miss my teammates, but I obviously can't compete at this level. Should I try another sport? I think it's a little late for that. So I'm just going to retire. Any questions?
Welcome back to the Sports Desk. Lesley Robins here. Football and cheerleaders go hand in hand. So just before the season ended, we spent time with the West High cheerleading squad to see how they get the pep in their step. Cameron Stelly has more.
Cheerleading gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the work that goes into preparing for a football game as well as practicing for competition. First-year head coach Stephanie Grace explains what goes on the day of a game.
The games, we start preparing in the summertime as far as learning their cheers and their stunts. So for the most part, that's an ongoing process. And then the night of the actual game, we'll get everybody lined up and warmed up, and we'll warm up the stunts that they're going to do for that evening.
Freshman Jessica Sarkeesian, now a member of the team, has looked forward to being a West High cheerleader since she was a little girl and loves the game day experience.
I actually really enjoy football games. I've always came and I watched the West High games with my friends in like middle school and elementary school. And I've always been a part of like a big football family, so I enjoy doing this. I really like football games because you get to be there to cheer an actual audience. When you're in a competition, there's not as many like reactant, like they know what they're coming to see. They're coming to see like cheerleaders cheering. But when you go to like a football game, everybody's excited about the game, they're all screaming, and you can really be a part of helping that experience.
Although West's football season is over, competition season is just beginning, which keeps the cheerleaders busy over the next few months.
Our competition season is in January and February for the most part, and that actually runs concurrent with our basketball season in January and February too. So there's no off season for cheerleading.
West has already begun competition practices with hopes of making it to nationals in February at Disneyland.
We're a relatively new team. Of the 18 on the team, 11 of them are freshmen, and this is my first year as coach here. So this is a transition year for us, and we're very, very young, but they've been really rising to the challenge. And for instance, tonight at practice, one of the girls had to step in and base a stunt that she had never done before, and she got it on her second try. So I've been really impressed with their work ethic so far.
Despite it being a transition year, the future looks bright for the West High cheerleading program, especially with Grace leading the team.
So obviously there's challenges. We're coming in as a new coach, but as far as in the years to come, we're definitely going to be a growing program, and we'll have kids that are there year after year after year who, yes, we will just continue to get stronger and have bigger, stronger seasons.
And girls tennis may be over in our high schools, but on any given day at the South Bay Tennis Center, you can feel the love for the sport. Justin Thompson is back with more.
Thanks, Lesley. I'm here at South Bay Tennis Center, a family-operated club. I had the chance to speak with Courtney Hance, who's been running the club for 23 years, and she had a lot of great things to say about the facility.
It's been a crazy holiday, entering into the holiday season just because we're so busy here with our junior program. We've got our regular active 10 and under class from 4 to 5. We've got about 10 or 20 kids that show up for that a day, where we teach them pretty much the basic fundamentals of how to swing and how to stand. And we're just trying to get them excited about tennis and be positive role models. We're also having our 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock Monday through Thursday elite program. That program's based for kids that are 10 and up. They want to maybe play high school tennis, or they want to maybe even take it further and try to play for a college. So we allow them to start in that program. And that program's a little more rigorous. We have fitness incorporated into that program. We do some pretty intense drilling with those kids. We always split the groups by age and level, so it's really nice for the parents when they come and they bring a younger player. As you can see, we have a great younger level.
In addition to juniors, the center also offers several classes for adults.
One really exciting program, I decided to start focusing more on adult beginners. My specialty and my husband's specialty are elite 4-5 and 5-0 clinics, and we offer 10 a week, which you can find online at our southbaytenniscenter.com website. So I incorporated some advertising into some beginner adult classes, and it has blown up. And actually tonight at 6 o'clock Tuesday nights, I have a 3.0, 3.5 beginner class for adults that just want to learn, come out, sweat, hit a little, It's an hour-and-a-half class. It's only $25, and it's a family affair. My husband and my daughter do the class with me, and we usually get anywhere from 8 to 12 adults that just come out. They want to hit, sweat, run around, and have some fun.
Courtney's daughter Kennedy has been playing on these courts her whole life, and the tennis center feels like her second home.
I think this is like the hidden gem of the South Bay. I think it's not even that hidden because I feel like everybody knows, and everybody knows that this is a family-run facility, and it truly is. I started helping as young as I think like 9 or 10. Like I'd go hit with kids and whatever. I think I taught my first lesson for $5, just like, you know, cute little, like I was teaching like somebody a little younger than me for fun. But yeah, I think it's just it's a really special place to be, and it's a hands-on sort of place and not very country club-like. So you get what you get out of it. I think it's great though.
23 years and counting for the Hans family, and they are loving every minute of it, in large part because of the support they receive from the community.
The City of Torrance has shown us great support, and the City Council and the Parks and Recs Department has just always been there for us, showing us that we're making the right choices with our business, and we're really providing an excellent service for the community, and that's what my husband especially tries to do. He comes in at 5 every morning and cleans up and straightens up, and although he's tired by 3 o'clock, he's eager and ready for everybody to come play and have a great experience at South Bay Tennis Center.
Well, the Australian Open is just around the corner. And that is going to do it for this episode. We will see you back here next week. In the meantime, here are the social media stats. I'm at Lesley Mia. The show is at the Sportsdesk TV. We've got email, Facebook. Be sure to keep in touch and take us behind your scenes. For everyone here at the Sportsdesk, thanks for watching. I'm Lesley Robins.